Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of RawRadiantHealth.com, and I'm Natasha St. Michael, and thank you so much for joining me. So I'm back. It's been a long time. I was sick for a while. I was sick for a couple of weeks, and then I also went to Thailand this past week. I just got back to Bali now, and it's really exciting. We're putting together a raw food, yoga, and NLP EFT retreat coming up this May, which the website's not up yet, and so in the next coming days or week I'll be giving you guys more information. If anyone's coming to Thailand in May, definitely come join us. So I've been working on that, and I was sick for I'd say almost like about 3 weeks. I was totally ill. And that's what I kind of want to talk about today is the importance of sleep, because for me that was the big issue. That's why I got sick. I was staying in an apartment that had construction like literally surrounding where I was living, and construction here, it's like 7 days a week. It's you know, good 8 to 10 hours a day, and also there's a lot of chickens around where I was living, and so the times when the construction was kind of over, you'd have the chickens like just, you know, doing their little cock-a-doodle-doo, like, you know, a good 8 hours every night. So I barely got any good sleep. I'm a very light sleeper, and it was just a nightmare. So I got really sick, and I want to kind of today talk about ways that people can improve their sleep, because I really do feel it's the priority. It's, you know, you can be as fit as you want to be, you can be eating the best diet on earth, you can be stress-free, but if you're not getting good sleep, you're not at your best, you're not at your peak, you're not, the quality of your life is less than it could be. So I really want to just emphasize the importance of getting a good night's sleep, and how to do it, like how to make sure that you get a good quality sleep, like a good deep sleep, a restful sleep, a rejuvenating sleep, that you wake up and you feel like, you know what, I'm rested, I'm ready to conquer the day, I feel great. And because as we know, when we have bad sleep, it's like the quality of our life just goes downhill. Like, you know, our mood is bad, our sense of well-being is bad, our energy is low, we tend to overeat, things like that. That all comes down to a lack of sleep. So make your sleep your priority. And I guess the first thing that people need to do if they are dealing with like sleeping issues is to look at what you're doing in your daily life. It's super important. Like, a lot of times people are like constantly like chugging down coffee, and they're eating chocolate, and they're drinking soda, and they're having those Red Bulls, and then they wonder like, why don't I sleep so well? And it's because, you know, if you're having a lot of stimulants, a lot of caffeine throughout the day, for most people it does interfere with their sleep. They might be able to fall asleep, but they're not getting a good quality sleep because their body is still being stimulated by these drugs, pretty much. That, and also what you're doing during the day can have an effect on what happens at night. So a lot of times when people are not moving around, they're not exercising, they're just kind of living like a really, you know, sedentary kind of life, where they go from their car to their work, back in the car, home, and they're barely walking, they're barely moving. That's going to affect your sleep as well. So it's kind of like the more you move around, the more active you are during the day, the better sleep you're going to have at night. That like by the end of the day you feel like, you know, you need to go to bed and recharge yourself, that, you know, you feel tired. You want to like sort of, you know, use your day to be as active as possible, to really get that energy going, that by the end of the day, like, you know, you want to lie down, you want to take it easy, you want to just sort of drift into your sleep. So 2 things during the day: make sure to exercise and stay off those stimulants. And if you are going to drink coffee or tea or have a soda, have it first thing in the morning. Try and like cut any kind of caffeine by noon, you know, latest, and see how that goes, because a lot of times having like that afternoon soda or having that chocolate bar before bed, that's what's keeping you up at night. So something to think about. Another thing too is what you're doing at night in order to fall asleep. I think a lot of people don't realize, like, you know, they think like, you know, by watching television or surfing the internet, they feel like that's something that sort of calms them down and gets them ready for sleep, but it actually does the exact opposite, because you're staring into a television screen and it's got like the bright lights that are flashing on you, or the computer, you're staring into a bright screen that your body's actually registering that it's daylight. So that too affects your body's production of melatonin, which is like a sleeping hormone that enables you to fall asleep. So if your body's registering that it's still daylight, it's not going to release those sleepy hormones. Okay, and that too is going to affect your sleep, and it's going to make it more difficult to actually fall asleep. So what's best to do is think about, how in the evening can I wind things down? Dim the lights. Do things that are not, you're not staring into watching like an action-packed movie that's like flashing lights and like crazy drama. But maybe you're like hanging out with your friends or your family or your loved ones, like just chilling out, having a conversation, talk to someone on the phone, go for a little walk, take a hot bath. But just get into being in like dimmer lights and less stimulus. Things, relaxing things. Read a book. And also too, I find what's most important is to do things that are kind of positive at the end of the day, rather than watching the news or bad news on the television, or like searching the internet looking for things that kind of stress you out, or reading emails that could be overwhelming. Get away from that stuff and do more positive things at night. Hang out with people that make you feel good. Read a book that inspires you. Think about things that encourage you, that inspire you, that make you go to sleep with a smile on your face, so that you wake up with a smile on your face. Because I find a lot of times what happens the night before is going to influence us first thing in the morning. So it's the more positive the things are around you at night, the better off you are the next day. So, and I guess one other thing too is to think about too is your living space, your bedroom. Like, what is your bedroom like? And is it full of like work stuff like right next to your bed? And are you going to sleep with a computer like next to you? Things like that like try and keep your sleeping space, your bedroom, it's as a peaceful place that it encourages you to just have a peaceful sleep and to wake up feeling kind of peaceful, and not waking up and the first thing you see is like a stack of things that you need to do. Your homework, it's like right next to your bed or in your bed. That's just stressful. So try and keep your living space as well something that really just helps promote peace and just clarity of mind, and just that the bedroom is a place of sleeping. So kind of organize it that way, because that too can have huge impact, not only like on your sleep but also on your day. And one thing that comes up a lot that people ask me is, how many hours of sleep should someone have? And I think it differs from person to person. I find that if one thing that really does have a huge impact on the amount of sleep that you need is what you're eating, and usually what you're eating the night before you go to sleep. So if you have a heavy dinner right before you go to sleep, you're going to find that you're going to need more hours to sleep, because half that time that you're sleeping that you need to be like regenerating your cells and rejuvenating yourself, you're actually using for digestion. And so if you eat earlier on and have a much lighter dinner, you're doing all the digestion before you go to bed. That when you go to bed, sleeping time is focused on regenerating and rejuvenating yourself, and you'll need less sleep. So to have a better quality sleep, better to eat earlier on in the evening and have a lighter dinner. Have your heavier meals like during the day for lunch and have a lighter dinner, and you'll notice that will actually really improve your sleep. So it depends, how much sleep someone needs. Some people need only 6 hours and they get like a really good sleep and they feel great, whereas other people might need like 8 to 10. I don't feel that you can judge someone's health by how much sleep they need, because some people are more active than others. Some people just need more sleep, more time to just sort of wind down than other people. And also too, is some people fall asleep immediately, whereas other people it takes a little while to lie in bed and to sort of ease into their sleep. So someone might think that they're getting 8 hours, but really they're only getting like 7, because it takes a good hour for them to sort of get into sleeping. So in all, find for yourself what's a good amount of time you need to sleep, and work with that, and make it your priority. If there's one thing you're going to do this week, make sleep your priority, because it changes everything. When you have a good night's sleep, you feel good, you're alert, you're in good mood, you can handle stress better, you feel better, and you can make better decisions all around. All right, so it's good to be back, and I'm wishing you guys a fabulous day. And I just want to mention as well that on Tuesday, tomorrow, we are starting a 10-day juice fast. So if anyone wants to join in, spring is coming. And if you want to join, just go to my website at www.rawradianthealth.com, click on juice fasting. There's all the information there about the juice fast. We do it as a group, and it's great if you want the support and to try fast for the very first time. We get tons of beginners, people that have never done any fasting before, and all of them are always amazed at the end of the 10 days that they actually did it. And really how they've done it is getting that support that we offer with the fasting programs. So do check it out. Go to www.rawradianthealth.com, click on juice fasting. And I'm wishing you guys a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.